Well then, perhaps we should show our faces and speak to the masses. Masses. Alright, let's show the handsome faces. Everybody. Everybody's here. Everybody's handsome.
Guten Tag.
Yeah.
The Guten Tag from the Russian men.
Oh boy, I totally forgot about all of the Russian accents in this
Oh,
game.
you cannot forget about the Russian.
It's been quite
It's
some
easy to
time.
forget about such things when we have not been playing. What is this, 2 weeks now?
It has been, yes, we skip a week thanks to technical difficulties and scheduling conflict.
Yes. Oh, it is my 18-month sub-anniversary. I did not realize that I was
Oh, really?
just automatically resubbed. Okay. Sure, let's share that.
Yoda says good morning in chat. Good morning to you too.
Good morning, Yoda.
Buenos dias.
Choo choo, all aboard. Oh, you know what, Josh? I know what it is. So that just means it's been 18 months total. I'm trying to get that Thomas train going.
Hey, you never know. Every once in a while, it just
I know.
You're like, I got rid of those, and then get to the chopper.
Guess
Come
not.
on.
So we had some technical difficulties getting started. Josh's Discord is being a total butthole,
Oh, terrible.
and it just keeps wanting to update. So he's using the browser. We'll see how that works for him. You've all been warned. That's about it.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
Typically, I have problems with the browser, but usually, well, am I freezing on your screen too, or is it just mine?
No, a little bit. It just freezes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
It is what it is.
it might be because I'm full screen. So let's drop it full screen. See if it gets a little bit better.
The
yeah,
Chrome extension,
so-
right?
It's a Chrome extension. What?
Is
You're
that-
a Chrome extension.
Oh,
I don't have an
So
extension.
shiny.
No, I'm just. All right. So.
oh yeah. I got to get in the frame of mind.
Is it? Yeah, I'm not freezing anymore. I think it might have just been because of full screen. Well, it should be interesting if we try to screen share, but hey,
We could try it.
cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be soon.
Maybe not as soon as you think.
Oh.
All
Fair
right,
enough.
so
Are
I
we
think
diving
both of us-
straight into combat?
pretty much. I think we're gonna do this first combat Theater of the Minds.
Okay.
Just for fun. And for the viewers at home, if you're watching this because you're like, hey, I want to run the Lost Mines game, let's see how these jerks do it. Well, you've seen combat on a map, but now you're going to see combat where we just talk about it and say what we're doing, which is another way that people play the game.
It's in your mind map.
Yeah.
Like a
Mind-
theater.
Yes.
Oh, never go to the theater.
Never the theater. Never the theater.
So the last two sessions, the last two sessions, I think we had Jake say what happened one week and Nooch say what happened the next. So I will give us a little recap. So last week we started off right after our heroic adventurers Otev and Bast fought Plarg, the bugbear chief, and they wrecked him, destroyed him, killed all his friends. You know, they went in there, cleared out the rest of the mine, and then they saved Sildar Hallwinter. He told them a little bit about what was going on. They found out that the dwarf that they were looking for was not where they thought he would be. These are not the dwarves they're looking for. So
That's sweet.
they ended up back in Phandalin, and as soon as they got out of the inn in the morning, they were met with some trouble. And we started off with a guiding blast as
Guiding bolt.
guiding bolt. Sorry, I was thinking a guiding bast.
Guiding. Oh, I see what you did there. And I like it.
So with that, I'll have you guys roll initiative.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I just rolled a 17 minus 1 is a 16.
And I rolled a 15 plus 3 is an 18. I am excited.
All right, so we had an 18 and a 16.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, since the first thing that happened was Bast setting off that guiding bolt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bolt.
You could start off with that action. So go for it.
Okay.
You got to roll. There, just a little short recap. There are 4 Red Brand Ruffians.
Plus 7.
Ruffians.
22.
22.
22.
That'll hit. Yeah. So what are you going for? There's pretty much they're not surrounding you, but they are kind of like arced, you know. So I would say that there's 1 up in front and then 3 behind him, and kind of like a curve, like a C behind him.
Okay.
Maybe all about 5 feet apart.
It's safe to say that the guy in front was the leader and the one that we were talking to.
He was the one doing the talking. Yeah.
All right. Well, he's the one that's eating a mouthful of divine energy.
Sure.
Oh, this is tempting.
I am also going to specify that I'm going to try and not kill them on purpose. I'm going to try and use non-lethal.
Sure. Yeah. That's fine.
3, 5, plus 6 is 11, plus 4 is 15 points of radiant damage.
Oh yeah.
And the next attack roll against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah. So he's just in the middle of talking. Oh yeah, you know, you're gonna do your thing, or you're gonna just fight, you're gonna leave town, and then suddenly just like this bolt just comes, and he's just like, ah! And Jake, it's up to you.
Okay, so there's a leader. How far away is this leader from me? Or the front guy, I should say.
I was thinking like 10 feet away from you guys. If
and
you
then
wanted
there's
to
like
be closer, you could say you're closer.
No, that's fine. And then there's this literal, like the shape of a C behind him.
Yeah,
So
kind of
you
like
got
that. So
one guy, and then it's like a cyclops smiley face.
I understand.
Yeah, so you
I
got
get it now.
if it was on squares, there would be a person, an empty square, and a person, and then an empty square and a person, and then one person behind the dude in the middle.
Oh, this
The
is
tip of the spear.
This is so tempting. Now, okay, so
Whoa. Take it easy over there, Jake.
all right, this is too tempting.
Just go for it.
Yep, I'm gonna use my action to magically create a small little eldritch cannon, and the way I kind of see this in my head is if you can think back to the Phantom Menace when Anakin is in the shop and there's like, hit the nose, that guy, like he just kind of stands up and he's got the little like looks like little camera nose.
Yeah.
And I'm choosing the flamethrower, and I want it to appear in a space that could hit as many of them as I can. 15-foot cone. So
15-foot cone.
yeah, whatever you deem appropriate.
I'd say you'd be able to hit 3 of them. So you could either hit the 2 guys in the middle, and then 1 guy on the right, or 1 guy on the left. Is that fair?
I probably would choose the one side that I'm on. So if I'm on the right, I would choose the guy on the right. So
Sure.
all right. You have been warned. This is for science. And I use my bonus action to activate it. So they have to make, let's see, dexterity saving throws, all of them.
Okay.
Against a 14.
All right.
That's only a 14 for that.
We can't all have +5s right out the gate.
All right. So we have a 7, a 14, and a 15.
So only 1 fail. And only 5 damage, so 5, 2, and 2.
Okay.
Little
All right. Well,
out of the nose.
one of the guys that failed actually was homeboy right in the middle, and he was on death's door. So how do you want to do this?
Oh,
I imagine he just kind of lit up on fire, and I mean, man, I kind of didn't want to kill him, but
You set him on fire.
I set him on fire. So
I mean,
yeah, I know. It's fine.
well, I'll tell you what. He's on the ground. He's on fire, and he's screaming right now. Incapacitated out of the fight, but he is currently on the ground, like he's trying to stop, drop, and roll at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's kind of it. I mean,
all right.
And then as far as positioning goes, I think I would maybe just take a step back and kind of hopefully they're paying attention to the Eldritch Cannon that's right there.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's
all right. So yeah. Okay. Cool. So that would be back to you, Bast.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. You get your full turn. I was gonna say that that your guiding bolt. That's an action, right?
Yes.
I was gonna say that was your action for the round, but why the hell not? You get your full turn.
Okay. I'm going to. That guy's still on fire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just rolling. Ah!
I'm going to look at the other three. And I'm going to say, we have no business with the Red Brand. I suggest you clean up your pal here. And you try and explain nicely what it is you want. No.
Is that it?
Meh. Done.
Alright.
Done.
Okay.
No.
Done.
Dum. Did you guys hear that, or?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Done, and then
I said dum.
okay.
Because I was going through and I'm still moving, everything's still responding, but then you guys are just sitting there like.
Yeah. He disconnected briefly.
Yep.
Okay, so that's your whole turn then? You're all done?
And I'll just hold an action in case they attack me or my brother.
Okay. Sure. Alright, so the one dude over towards the right we'll start off with homeboy over towards the left who has been unaffected so far, and he's just gonna say, if you're an old town in Phandalin, then you've got business with us. And he's gonna run up to you and he's going to attack you.
And he's gonna get bopped in the face.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Bam.
Not the best. 15?
15 is a hit. Yeah, you got it.
Woo! That's a D10, that's a D8. Plus 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sure.
Ouch.
And I will say, sit down, boy.
And he's just kind of like, ugh! And, he's not happy about it, but he's still coming right towards you. And his first attack is a 23 to hit.
Woo! Yep.
Alright.
That'll do.
And that'll hit you for 6 points of piercing damage.
Out of curiosity, what are they armed with?
Are they armed with? It looks like rapiers.
Okay.
Weapons of the sort. Maybe all similar type weapons to that.
Okay.
Josh's favorite.
Yeah, my favorite.
A rapier going up against the guy in full plate.
Rapier and a couple short swords. Some of them have. The guy that just attacked you had a rapier.
Okay.
Okay, and he actually has a multi-attack, so he's going to try to hit you again.
Ooh.
And that time is a 20, not natural.
That hits.
Whoa, ho. All right.
Oh, it's because
That's
you
going
had
to
Shield
be.
of Faith last time. Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be.
like,
I was
wait a
thinking
second.
your AC was a 22.
No, it is with Shield of Faith up, but I didn't use Shield.
Okay, so that's going to be another 5 piercing.
Okay.
All right. Now, dude in the back, or dude all the way on the right, is going to run up to Otev, and he's going to try to hit you with his short sword.
I tried to not let that happen.
Well, you did a pretty good job because that's a 13.
Yes, that is a miss.
Okay, he's going to try again. And this time it's an 11.
Aha!
All right. Yeah, so he's just going to stand there and be like, "Grr!" And he's like, like patting off the flames, the little bits that are left on him.
Mm-hmm.
So your Eldritch Cannon is just like posted up, sitting up front?
Yeah.
Okay. It's still spitting out fire, or it just did the one burst?
I think it's just a burst thing. I just used my bonus action for it.
Okay. All right.
He's got little. I feel like he's got little twig legs, almost like you'd see like a little, like a, like a seagull. Where it's just like, how do you support that? Like one of those things.
Yeah, I love it. All right, so our next ruffian is actually going to run right past it and go over to you. Not smart enough to try to flank you. He's just standing right in front of you, and he's going to try to attack you with the short sword.
Me or Otev?
Otev, sorry.
Okay.
And that'll be a 14 to hit.
14 is a miss.
Okay. And he'll just say, "That was a nasty trick. We won't fall for it again." And that'll end their turn.
So
And it's
Otev
now
is up.
back. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna just the little flamethrower just gonna turn and walk into a position that can try and get as many of them as he can without hitting anybody else.
If you're trying not to hit you or your brother,
Or civilians, yeah.
Yeah, you're not. There's not really any civilians out. As soon as they saw the Red Brands show up, they kind of just all scattered.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be able to hit the 2 that are attacking you without hitting anyone else.
Yeah. Okay.
If you tried to hit, you could target all 3, but you would also target your brother.
Nah, we're not gonna do that.
What kind of save is that, Dex?
It's Dex save, Dex 14. I say maybe you think you'll not fall for it again, but you will.
Well, we have 2 natural ones, which it's not really a D&D rule, but I would count that as a crit because that's basically the same thing as you rolling a 20 on your attack. So go ahead and roll double damage dice.
All right, so that's the regular damage is 8. I'll roll them again. And another 12, so 20 fire damage.
20
Nice.
damage. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, both these guys, as they kind of like run around.
You will fall for anything I tell you to.
they run right past your little seagull flamethrower, and it just turns around.
Actually, at that point, Otev goes, "Oh shit!" He takes off his trench coat and tries to put one of them out so they don't die.
Oh no, those 2 guys were they
crap
immediately like ash, like a cartoon. Just
what about the other guy that went down? Could I potentially put out his fire?
He is. Let me find a pyramid.
I'll roll for you.
He's still just burning up, yelling.
Okay. Then I try and just like smother him and try and put it out, because that was just my bonus action with the thrower.
Okay. It's starting to go out. It might take you a little bit longer to actually
Okay.
put the fire out.
All right. Well, I guess that would be the end of his turn.
Alright. Okay. Now it's back to Bastion.
Okay.
You might be muted.
No,
I shouldn't be.
no, I can hear him.
I'm going to say.
That browser Discord though.
I can hear you fine. I can't hear him.
Man.
Oh boy.
Oh, you beg.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to say
Okay, let's this.
this is last chance to be nice. And
Incinerate him.
I still can't hear Nooch at all.
alright.
I don't know what to do about that.
I can interpret. He says,
can you hear
"This is the
Jake?"
last chance to be nice."
And then I'm going to use my War Priest as a bonus.
And he's not attacking yet.
And then hold. I'm
I'm
going
going to
to.
leave the call and come back just because this is. I
Yeah, it's probably a good move.
can't really DM if I can't hear you.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right, there you are. Sorry about that,
All right.
viewers and players.
Okay.
So if I use War Priest for my bonus action, I can use an attack action, and then hold my action to see what he does, so I can still get 2 hits in.
So, War Priest, does that say if you take the attack action, you could take War Priest to make another attack, or is it just?
It says it's when you use an attack action, and I'm going to use an attack action, just not immediate.
I would say no on this one, only because I think it's.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit him twice. I'm gonna say last chance. Not great. I'm gonna add my guiding strike to that, which will bring that up to a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And then I'll roll for my other hit. Oh, shit. That is a 17 to hit on the other one.
Yeah, that is both of them hit.
Okay. So we've got 7 plus 1 is 11 bludgeoning on the first one, and
He's down.
6
Are you
on
trying to kill him, or are you trying to just?
Nope, just trying to knock him out.
Sure. Yeah. How do you want to knock him out?
I'll say this is last chance to be nice, and then I'll just kind of like with the back of the just like a little backhand swing with the warhammer and just catch him like right like in the jaw, right on the side there,
Sure. Yeah.
and just stars down goes Frazier like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, absolutely. He's kind of looking over. He hears the flame fly out, and just watches his friends be incinerated, and he kind of makes like a face, and then as he's turning back, he doesn't even really have time to. You just crack him. You hear a loud crack as if bone snapping, and yeah, he's down.
He is okay,
but alive.
Okay. Otev, why did you kill those 2 boys?
I didn't know it would be that. Oh, excuse me. I didn't know it would be that much. Trying to put out the fire on that guy. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
You put the fire out on him.
Okay.
And he makes his last death save. So yeah, he's in rough shape, but he's still alive.
Okay. I think it is best to ask these ruffians some questions.
I agree. Perhaps we make sure they're stabilized. And I guess we loot the bodies. I mean,
I do not want to.
I can. Oh,
we lost him again.
This has been a rough night for
We
all
gotta
the
get this
Discord
figured
problems.
out.
All the Discord problems. We will not loot these bodies. We shall send their. Wait, did they had like red bandanas or some nonsense like that, right?
Yeah.
And that's how we knew that they were part of the Red Brand?
Yeah, they had yeah, give me 1 second.
Sure.
I will
Because I'm
wearing
going
grimy
to.
red cloaks.
The grimy red cloaks?
Yeah.
Alright. I would like to
Seemed
tear.
more ashy to me. I don't know.
I would like to tear a piece off of each of their cloaks, if I may. And I would like to tie them just under the head of my hammer, so I have little streamers on it.
Sure. Yeah, you could do that.
As
The
a
last-
warning.
Yeah, the last two are like singed and well, burnt. But
These are tokens for Thorn.
Yeah, so I let's just. I guess while we're attending to the bodies, I want to loot them.
I am not condoning this. I'm going to do medicine checks on the other two guys to stabilize them.
sure.
Well, I did say I'm trying to do that first, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a 23 on one and a 8 on the other one. So one of them's okay. The other one, no. Little cooked.
So the we'll say the 8 was on the one that your brother was already kind of working on, and
Okay.
he really helped. That just behind the screen, I basically gave him advantage on death saving throws since Jake was trying to put out the fire.
Okay.
And he saved. So that guy's doing okay. You kind of weren't much help with that one. You kind of just Otev was doing his thing, and you were like, brother, maybe. And then you went over and helped the other guy, and he seems to be doing all right. He's definitely beaten up. He's probably got a broken jaw. He's probably gonna click for the rest of his life, but he is alive.
All right.
So what do I find? Do I find anything?
Yeah, you do. So
To
they were
investigate
wearing
these men.
they were wearing studded leather armor, and 3 of them are kind of just burnt to the point where it's not really going to be usable. It would take significant work to make it usable again if you wanted to. You find 3 short swords, 1 rapier, and
any clues as to anything? Just
also 10 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces.
all right.
And as far as clues, I don't think so, but
So I find 10 gold and 5 silver.
yes, sir. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm just making sure there's not anything else that you'd be able to find on them. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
You don't find anything else on them.
I'll just pocket the money. And is there anybody that's been like watching? Like townsfolk or anything like that? Or was Sildar with us? I forget.
Sildar was not with you.
Oh, he went to go find that guy.
Yeah. Yep. So it's funny because like as you kind of say that, Nucci's good. All right. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were frozen.
I'm reading. I'm reading my notes.
You're good. Could carry on. I wanted to make sure that you were there. So it's funny because like as you say that, is anyone watching? You just start to see like heads peek out. You know, a window opens.
If I make eye contact with any of them, Otev would just be like, "It's okay, it's okay, it's over now."
Yeah, and you just see some people start to come out, and it starts to be like, all right. we're good. People start going back to their business.
And then I just pat my little flamethrower robot looking thing.
Yeah, there's a little halfling boy that points to you, and he's like, "Whoa!" And he starts heading off into direction, starts heading towards a farm, and then you also see that just some members of the town, they just all seem to be like grateful. They're giving you like nods of appreciation and.
God bless you, good sir.
Thank you. Nods of appreciation, and just like some of them are walking by and saying, "You're very good to us. Thank you." And they just kind of keep walking. And
okay,
that's it for now.
All right. I guess if one of them, if they're kind of stable, are they conscious? The two that are still alive.
Yeah, they're starting to come to consciousness. The dude that's on fire has been conscious, and he's just kind of like he's in shock.
Yeah. And
then the other guy who got clocked in the face is starting to come back to consciousness. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have smelling salts as a spell, so I don't know about that. Although actually, magical tinkering, I can make a stink with on things.
All right.
I'm just keeping an eye on the guy that's burnt. I don't really know how to handle that right now.
They're kind of terrified at what just happened. Like I said, he's in shock too, so he's just like he doesn't. They're likely not going to speak unless spoken to at this current moment.
All right. To the main guy that we're talking to, I'll say, "What is your name, friend?"
All right. Is there anything that you two would like to do, or you just wanna sit out front with your bodies?
Well, I mean, I would want to say a prayer for the two.
Why does Nooch keep getting muted for me? I'm sorry, Nooch.
Hello.
Insane. Yeah, you're good. I'm sorry.
All right. I would like to say a prayer for the two bodies that my brother killed, and it is his responsibility to take care of them. And I'm going to make sure that he is aware of that fact. I am displeased.
Yeah. If you've seen Star Wars, they're
doing their best Uncle Owen and Aunt Peru impersonation.
Yeah.
Oh man. Ouch.
This time, no disintegrations.
Yeah, about that. Is that how important is that for this bounty? Okay.
All right. And then I'll talk to the one guy that was cooked a little bit, and I'll say, "What is your name, friend?"
My name is my name is Terrence.
Terrence,
Yes.
you look a little worse for wear. Could I help you get more comfortable?
I'm fine here. I don't want any trouble.
You don't want any trouble. That is ironic, because I did not want any trouble.
True.
All learned my lesson.
I would say so. Now, I have questions. Why do you come after me and brother?
We came here because we heard there were adventurers coming to town, and people were talking about you killing the goblins. We didn't want any heroes here. We tried to run you off and take your money and weapons. This is what we do.
And why would you not want heroes here.
'Cause
Also, I find it very strange how quickly word passes. Do you think Jeff told anybody?
there were a lot of people
Otev
looking
just
at you
shrugs.
in the town. That old man, Hallwinter, was going off looking for someone, and people asked what happened to him, and word spreads the small town.
I would suppose so. If it is such a small town, what would Red Brand want with it?
Same thing we would want with any other town. Money. Be able to drink, live here for free.
Interesting.
The mansion.
You have a mansion.
Yeah.
How many of you live in this mansion?
No, I've never been one for counting.
Seems to be a common theme these days, brother.
I am a big fan of counting. I am going to count to 5, and you should give me your best guess as to how many people are in this mansion.
And I'd like to assist on that one and pat my little flamethrower friend.
Okay.
And it just goes, ooh, that's hot. Ooh, this is very hot.
Hold on.
Josh is
One,
like, crap, now I need to go and count.
2, 2.5,
How would they have 2 in the hat? Oh, maybe they have a halfling.
3,
Oh, I see what you're doing now. Never mind.
4,
Wait.
9 3/4.
yeah.
You just give me like 10 more seconds.
That's fine. I'm gonna just fix something in my Discord. A
I
refund.
said I would count to 5, not 15.
I'd say
I had to lower you there, Nooch.
there's about as many as I could count on my fingers. And he's got 9 fingers.
The old 9-finger discount. Do you have a boss? What is his name?
Yeah. We have a boss. He's a wizard. We call him Glassstaff.
A wizard.
Because his staff is made of glass.
Very creative naming.
Yes, I have to agree. What does he study?
Magic. What the hell am I supposed to know?
Otep just rolls his eyes and just kind of, yeah.
Did you and your friends here live there?
Yes. All of
So-
us red bands in town live there.
It is safe to say there are 5 that live there.
Well, I was not counting us.
Oh, so you are trying to lie to me?
You said how many?
I asked how many live there, and you said 9. Plus you 4. Well, 2 now. It is 11. Is it not?
I told you I'm not good with numbers. I gave you my best guess.
Oh, but you know how many fingers you have. Perhaps you would like to count a little less. Maybe 9 is too many. 8, perhaps.
God.
7?
In Dwarvish, Otev is going to say to Bastion, perhaps we should let them go back and tell them what happens when they mess with the Zinganov brothers.
I worry what they will do to the rest of the town.
Or maybe we just march there quickly now. Deal with it head on.
I do enjoy sending dogs back to owner with tail between legs. And I'm gonna break one of their fingers each and then let them know that they can go back to Glacial now.
There's just a
Ouch.
there's
feel
just like a and yeah, they're just like oh ah, and you know their fingers are all yeah, fingers are all messed up and whatever.
Oh. I can't do that with my hands.
And they just start going off as fast as they can. The one guy who had the head injury gets up and just like starts running and falls down and gets back up again. Like he looks like almost like he's drunk.
Concussion is bad for balance.
Try to stay awake for 24 straight hours. He's never mind. At this point, Otev just kind of like looks at Bastion like he knows he messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I honestly didn't think it would be that much fire.
I understand.
Are there any authorities here we should talk to? Is there, to quote San Rigo, is there a boy walking around?
I need a young boy.
I need a young boy.
Oh boy. Tell you what, there's not a boy, but
That's probably for
there
the
is
best.
there's a wise-looking female halfling. She looks to be about 45 years old,
Okay.
and
Hey, we're the
she's
same age.
dressed like a farmer, and she's just kind of walking by and
Excuse me, miss.
oh, hello.
Hello, my name is Otev, and this is my brother Bastion. Are there some kind of authorities, town guard, or something? We were just attacked. I mean, we handled it, but I feel like
Well,
we need to talk
we
to
don't-
them.
we
Sorry, I
don't
keep
really
cutting
have
you
a-
off, man.
quite all right. Thank you for what you did over here. You really did a great thing. Killing those Red Brands. Those bastards have been they've been stealing from us and hurting us. They've even taken some of us captive, and so it's good to see someone stick it to them. The only authority in town that there would be Townmaster Harbin.
Indeed. Would you mind pointing us in the direction of where the town master would be?
Sure.
If
Yeah,
you
sure,
know,
kind
I
of.
don't know to assume.
Oh, he's probably just hiding out in his house. That's kind of what he does. Ever
yes,
since the
okay.
Red Brands come, any sort of danger, he just kind of runs off and hides. Do you think you'd be going to take care of the rest of them for us?
I think he just looks at Bastion as he's saying this. I think that's certainly possible. Especially
How
if they
many
have anybody.
captives have they taken?
Yes, if they have people captive. This is not good.
Well, you'll kind of remember that you talked to homeboy at the Stonehill Inn a little bit about this.
Yeah, I should have wrote notes down. Definitely
No,
taking
it's-
keen mind when I
I'm,
level 4.
I'm not saying that to be like you should know. I'm just saying that like this kind of jogs your memory a little bit.
I mean, the only thing I've got written down about the Red Brand is that they're bandits and they don't deal with money exchange.
Yeah, no problem. So, Trilena, the innkeeper's wife, said that Fel Dendar, a local woodcarver, stood up to the Red Brands about a 10-day ago. When they came by his shop, they leered at his wife. The ruffians murdered him, and several townfolk saw it happen. Then the Red Brands grabbed his body, and now his wife too, and his daughter and son have gone missing too.
Where is their house?
At least 3. The woodcarver's house?
No, the Red Brand's house.
Oh, well, we saw it when you were coming into town.
That was the mansion, right? That you.
Called, yes. It's called Tresendar Manor. It's over out at the east side of town. right over on the hill.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate it.
If you're thinking of going over there, well, my boy, he could be a bit much sometimes. He'd like to be an adventurer, but he does have a story. He said he found some sort of secret tunnel into the house with a big, ugly bandits coming out the tunnel. He doesn't think they saw him, but I've never gone to check it out, but he did say that he found this, so maybe
this will be very helpful.
Yes.
Well, he's probably just doing his chores over at the Alderley farm. It's if you just follow the path southeast, you'll be able to get to it. I don't know if you wanted to talk to Old Townmaster first.
Otev just looks at Bastion.
I'll say, let us go and talk to your son.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll walk with you there.
And then in Dwarvish, as we're going, I'll say, I do not know if Townmaster is person to talk to. It sounds like he is either afraid of Red Brand or he is in Red Brand's pocket.
Either way, sounds like he has heart of a lion.
You could say that again.
Either way, it sounds like he has a heart of a lion. Are you hard of hearing? Okay. They say that's one of the first things to go as you get older there, Mr.
Well,
Bastion.
the first thing to go for you is going to be your tongue.
Okay.
Burn it off with your machines.
By the way, that little thing is just...
Just
just walking with us. It's got a speed of 15 feet. It's a little slow, but he's keeping up.
It's a little bit slow.
Yeah.
You could
He lasts for an hour.
You could match the pace if you want. It's only going to take you a couple minutes to get there. So, yeah, I'd say at this point, we'll just say it's been, well, for easiness, we'll say 5 minutes since you first used it.
Okay.
By the time you get to the farm. And Killeen will just say, all right, I'll go fetch me boy. And
Thank you, Matt.
Carp, get out here. And she's going to say, a little...
Something sounds fishy
boy.
about this boy.
Yep.
Am I right?
Okay. Very good. I thought you actually meant that in I want to roll an insight check on this boy. And I was like, are you serious?
No.
Can I use a hit die while we're just kind of doing this talking and stuff?
Sure.
Since it's low stress? Okay.
Yeah. It'll probably be.
I mean, unless we get into combat with the kid, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that depends on how many fish strokes you make in this conversation.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright. Wonderful.
All right.
I am in. Yep.
All good? All right.
Yep.
He's going to say, Carp, these boys are adventurers. They came here and they took care of some of those red brands, and they're thinking about saving us from the rest of them. Why don't you tell them the story you told me? And he's you look at him and he's like a little halfling boy. He's about 10 years old, and he's actually, you saw him before, when you had first killed those dudes. He kind of came running and was like, whoa, and then ran back off to the farm. He was, yeah, whatever. So he's just gonna say, oh boy, Mom, real adventurous. I'm gonna be like you someday. He's gonna say that to you guys. Someday I'm gonna be an adventurer. Yes, absolutely.
What have you been studying to prepare yourself for this?
Well, I go off into the woods and I go for walks. I try to look at the area and see what's going on. I have a wooden stick that I like to play with as a sword. And sometimes when I'm doing my chores, I pretend that there are monsters around me, and I just fight them. And I've never lost a fight yet.
That is good.
Yes, I like this. Good preparation.
Oh, wow, thank you. It's like there's like a little excitement, like joy on him. He's like, oh my gosh, wow. And
Listen, Carp. Your mother says you found the secret entrance, maybe, to the mansion?
well, when I was playing off in the woods, I looked over and I saw near the manor there was a secret-looking tunnel. It was mysterious looking, right in the thicket, and there were a couple of big, ugly bandits that came out the tunnel, and I was right there, and there were a pair of Red Brands, but they didn't see me. I was too sneaky.
Good.
But I think that I think they have a secret lair under the old manor house. I could take you to the tunnel, or I could give you directions to the location if you'd like.
Whichever you feel more comfortable with.
Oh, can I go with you, please?
And then Otev just looks at the mom like,
and she kind of is like, oh, he's just gonna go either way. You might as well go with him.
We will keep him safe, ma'am.
Well, you better.
absolutely.
Come along, Carp. Stay behind me.
That's pretty much what I do, and I'm still alive.
That is all you do. Which is impressive considering your large frame.
Hey. Because at least I'm not clanking around in all that plate armor right now.
Plate armor keeps me alive.
Well, I will not argue this.
Despite the fact that I took more damage last battle than you with my plate armor.
Sometimes you need to be
Enemies
nimble.
roll like hope against.
Alright, so this is like making his life right now, the fact that this is happening, and he's just like really excited. He's like skipping back and forth. He's talking
Happy
the
to
whole
help.
time. Huh?
Happy to help, Carp.
Yeah.
Yeah, Otev just listens to him and tries to be as interested and, tries to be good to the kid.
I'm
Sure.
going to just kind of keep my eyes open as we're walking and see what's going on.
You're better at that than I am, anyways. Just a little bit.
Just a little, just a shade.
Okay. So you he takes you through there and he just says, oh, right over there, there's the tunnel. And you see it, it's kind of hidden in some thickets, a little cavey looking thing. It's kind of small. You could fit the two of you walking in there. It would be a little tight if you're trying to go side by side, but single file would be no problem.
Okay. Is there anything going on around the mouth of the cave?
Nothing.
Or, you sure that there's no like green disco lights or anything like that going on?
Yeah.
Green, like,
like-
ooh, psychedelic.
I'm not sure what it is, but it feels like scary.
Mhm.
Can I guess we'll start going and I'll take a look for traps.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll investigate. He can perceive. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you roll perception and roll an investigation?
Okay.
I
Dang.
think we are good.
25.
There are no traps here. I rolled a 1. I'm
I got a
confident-
25 on my investigation, so rolled a natural
I'm
19.
confident there is nothing here.
Yeah. So, Best doesn't notice anything at all. Otev is just kind of, as you're going through, you're looking and you're like, you could say, oh, yes, this is a man-made cave. It is not natural like the last one. And, you're probably giving Best all the information on it. And you
Oh, I'm
notice,
definitely talking about it.
I'm
Absolutely.
blazing over.
and you notice that little Carp is trying to follow behind you, and He's also listening.
I don't think we should let Carp follow.
The last little thing we let follow us was quite helpful. And I'm gonna give him I'm gonna reach in Otev's bag of holding and pull out a short bow and some of the arrows.
Otev just kind of goes,
It
I
is
think you...
arrows. It will keep him out of harm's way. He will be at a distance.
In Dwarvish, Otev just says, Bastion, what are you doing? He's a kid.
He wants to be adventurer. It is time to adventure.
We promised his mother he would not get hurt.
We said we would keep him safe. If he is to follow us, I think that he being able to defend himself is a way of him keeping safe.
I have solution. Listen, Carp.
Are you going to
Now
give
back
him...
in common. Carp,
Yes?
I have a very, very, very important job for you.
What is it? Anything?
When you first saw the red brands that came out of the cave, I want you to go to that hiding spot and guard it. And when we come back, I want you to tell us anything new that may have happened. Maybe a card comes in or leaves. I want you to tell us. Do you understand?
Dwarvish, I will say, is this best idea to keep him on his own? What if he gets caught? What if he gets into a fight? I think it is best if he stays with us.
He has no idea what you're saying, but he'll say to Otev,
Otev
thanks,
just looks at him.
I'll be there right away. And he just starts running off.
Well,
Do you really want to take him into this mansion?
there will be 3 deaths on your hand today, brother. Hope
Oh
you
my
are prepared
goodness.
for that.
Do you want
You
to tell him
can-
to go back? I do not think we should take him into this mansion.
You can tell his mother if he gets into any trouble.
You wanted to take him into the lion's den.
That is something different. This is the Red Brand stand.
Oh my goodness.
Well, there's like the lion shield or something along those
The
lines.
lion shields cost her.
Yeah.
Um,
And we shall continue
Yeah.
through secret cave.
yeah.
All right. So give me one quick second.
Alrighty.
One Mississippi.
Shit. Excellent.
Oh, these adventures.
It is true.
That little halfling boy is gonna die. And it's all your fault.
At least I didn't
He's-
bring him into this thing.
He's got a short bow and some arrows now. He's gonna shoot somebody, and they're gonna kill him because we're not there to protect him.
And that is your fault, Otev.
Yeah, you can wear that.
He has a short bow now, and that is your fault. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, and make sure you don't ever be found.
He
Don't
already
try to shoot
skipped away.
anybody.
He already
He's
skipped
long.
away. You didn't get to tell him any of that.
Long gone.
Well, to quote Ivan Drago, if he dies, he dies. It's just, maybe
Alright,
I'm
so
not lawful good in this game. Okay.
as you start walking through, a cold breeze fills this large natural cavern, carrying with it the faint scent of decaying flesh. A crevasse divides this cavern and is flanked by 2 rough stone columns that support the 20-foot high ceiling. 2 arched wooden bridges span the chasm. And, my friend, could you please turn on the
A screen share.
100 feet to forest.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, would you be able to turn that over a little bit more so that
Yeah, you need me to
like
rearrange it?
that little inch on the side? Yeah, if that's possible.
So you want to
If
see
it's
more
difficult, it's fine.
like this side?
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, because that allows me to look at stats on the other side.
You know I can see the stats.
Can you see the stats?
Yep,
Oh yeah,
I'm looking
of
at it
course.
right now.
You think you're
Well.
sneaky? You're not sneaky.
Well,
It's all good.
There's that.
So apparently we're
Okay.
going up against a Nothic.
Maybe.
Quit looking.
Just study it.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are. I'll pick up the tokens. That's so funny. I totally forgot that you guys could see that it wasn't even like a thought in my head.
Could just open up your screen.
Whoa, I'm upside down. Kurt Russell and David Harbour walk into a cave. I love that.
Yeah, that sounds. I want to hear the rest of that joke.
Me too. I think we're about to find out.
I would like to roll a perception check to see if I see any, I don't know, aberrations.
Any Nothics in the area?
Go.
Just a hunch.
Go right ahead.
That is a 14.
Would you like to use?
Of course. My 22.
Yeah, I'll let you use your passive for this.
All right, 22.
Yeah, so you just kind of you kind of have this sort of feeling. You haven't really seen anything yet, but there's just kind of like a faint.
Somebody's watching me.
It's like a faint, some sort of magical something that
It's just like a little tickle at the back of the neck.
Yeah, kind of just luring you to the crevasse.
Luring me to the crevasse.
Is it affecting both of us or just Bastion?
That's not it's like he just kind of notices that it's like both of you, as you started walking in, you kind of felt like maybe I should go check that out. And then he's just kind of thinking, maybe there's something that wants me to check this out.
I will say to Otev, we should be on our guard here. Do not like the feel of this place.
I think I would naturally be curious, so I think I would kind of be like, ooh, you know.
Sure.
Kind
of.
Yeah,
you want to check this out?
I can't imagine Otev not doing that, so.
Yeah,
okay, sure. Yeah. So I'll put you right over there, and so this steep-sided fissure is 5 to 10 feet wide and about 20 feet deep. Its rough walls are easily climbed without an ability check, which your character would know. And
if you can see it.
And it just, you feel like a cold coming from down there.
So what's the light situation? Can I see like down? Like, is there any details down there that?
You can't really make out any specific details. I mean, it just kind of looks like 20 feet deep, just kind of rock at the bottom. Nothing crazy going on there.
All right, I'm gonna take out a copper piece and my mage hand, and I'm gonna use magical tinkering on the copper piece to make it like a flashlight, and just carry it with the mage hand.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you do so. It kind of brightens the area up a little bit. It's a little easier to see.
And do those bridges look sturdy?
Yeah, the bridges look very sturdy.
Okay.
They're made of wooden planks. They have no rails.
Like
But
safety rails.
tell you what, make an investigation check.
Okay. That's another 25.
Yeah, so you can see that.
I like that dice.
Remember this.
Keep using it.
Yeah.
This a little bit. So there are 2 bridges. We'll just back up a little.
Oh.
So you just pretend you can't see this.
Sure.
So you could see that this is out that way. This bridge on the south side, you notice that it looks like it's rigged to collapse if anybody stands on it.
Oh. Brother, do not stand on that bridge.
Okay.
It will not support either of us.
Are you calling me fit?
Yes.
I push him into the crevasse.
Oh, that is such a brother thing to do.
Whoa! Like for real, you did?
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so true.
Oh my gosh! All right,
that is a 20-foot drop, though.
Well, make a dex save.
Maybe I do one of the like I push you but I grab your shirt things.
All right, so do I make it with advantage at least?
I'll have you make a dex save and him make a strength check.
Crap.
Athletics?
Natural 1. Oh.
Using athletics?
Using just natural strength.
Oh. Not athletics? Oh.
Not athletics.
Bye bye, Otev.
I got a 1, so I mean,
that is an 8 on my part.
Okay. Well, what's your athletics modifier?
+6.
So that would have been like a 10.
That would have been a 10. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he's still kind of like you try to do it as a joke, and you're trying to just mess with him. You give him a little push, but he just kind of slips on some rocks. He was a little too close to the edge when you did that, and just like whoa. And I tell you what, make another dex save, Mr. Jacoby.
I'm not going to use the same dice.
It just knocked my brother on.
All right. Dex save. Okay, that's a 21.
Okay. All right. So, because of this save, you kind of roll along with the wall instead of just falling straight in.
Okay.
And you only take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Okay. Right. So at that point, I'm sure there's lots of like dust kicked up and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, there's
And Otev is just like, very nice work, brother.
So you're welcome.
So now that you have a closer view,
yeah, much closer
towards the bottom, I don't like that, so we're just gonna do this. You kind of feel there's like a necromantic aura coming from this area.
Can I identify the source?
And I'm gonna just hold on one second. You see at the bottom with you, among broken, well-gnawed bones, you see the half-eaten body of well, you don't really know who he is, but
it's a person.
The half-eaten body of a person, yeah, who looks like he had been stabbed beforehand. And
how fresh?
Like
still meat on the bones and all that stuff.
Looks like still meat on the bones because he's half-eaten, but it looks like he could have been killed like up to a 10-day ago, which is a week in Forgotten Realms terms.
Right. Actually, so Otev like looks up, and then after they kind of got that chill, he just looks around him and just is like, "Oh, brother, there's a body down here." And I try to bring the light down to get a better look at him. Can I get any identifiable features or?
You can see he's got nothing really identifiable about him. He's really, really messed up. You could tell that he was stabbed before, like with some metal weapons, and then just messed up by some teeth and some claws, and something was having him for a snack. And you do see what looks to be the remains of a set of woodcarver's tools on him.
Okay.
And as you get a little closer,
Back up here.
as you get a little closer, and you shine your light, when the light shines down, you see this one glowing greenish eye, and you just hear a low growl with a
brother, we're not alone.
and this large beast just jumps from behind near where the body was. It's got spikes along its back, and it has these giant claws on its hands.
Oh god.
And razor sharp teeth, and
Yeah.
it's gonna run up to you and try to claw you. And that will be the first one will be a 11, and the second is an 18.
Second one would hit, but I'm going to use my reaction to cast shield.
Okay.
So my AC is up by 5, so it's a 21 until I go again.
Oh yeah. So it just kind of, it jumps over at you, and you just kind of like, whoop!
Yeah, like,
And then the next one, it looks like it should hit you, but it just kind of like its claws kind of just like graze the side of you and just go off with no effect, and it's just like, and I'll have you guys roll initiative.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Super duper.
All right, we've got a 16 for me
Okay.
and a 5.
You're you got a 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And
Just watching.
Jake, we're gonna say it's been we'll just say 10 minutes so far for your thing. So you got another 50 to go.
I'll take it. So
Everything's pretty close in this town. Your conversation wasn't very long.
okay. All
That's
right.
good.
All right. So this large-looking monster with the one eye is gonna go up to you and just kind of like starts talking, and you don't really have any. Well, actually, what languages do you speak?
He doesn't speak Undercommon.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, common, gnomish, and dwarvish.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't really understand what it's saying. It's just kind of some like guttural like growls and some weird noises you feel like you might have heard before, but you can't really make it out.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right. Since it's already in melee with you, it's gonna.
Does it go first?
Yeah, it does go first. It's gonna
Okay.
try to hit you with some claws. First one is gonna be a 12 to hit.
The miss.
Second one is a 23.
Ooh.
And that's gonna hit.
Okay. that's 9 slashing damage.
All right.
I'm sorry.
You didn't push me in the ravine.
You inspected the body. This is your fault.
What was it gonna do?
All right.
Inquiring minds want to know.
It's now Otev's turn.
Okay.
All right. You ready for this? Oh, sorry. I'm not Otev.
Nope.
I got excited. I've got a good wombo combo ready.
I'm happy about that. So, all right. Can I? It's 15. It's 20 feet away. Is this thing tall enough where it could be at the edge of a 15-foot cone by chance?
Probably not. But why don't you roll a pyramid?
Oh, okay. 4.
All right. Yeah, you think it's a little far to be pushing it, but you might be able to catch it a little.
All right, if my little Eldritch Cannon is at the edge, you're just gonna point the nose down and try and protect me.
Okay. What is that? It's a dex save, right?
Yeah, 14.
Okay. So that's a 16.
Okay.
Actually, it's a 17.
All right. Well, it would have been 12 fire damage, so that would be reduced.
6.
To 6, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm in melee, so I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp on it. And is there any way we could see this on the map? Like where am I? Where is it?
Just for easiness sake, so there's actually room for you guys to move around. I'm gonna put us like over here, so you guys could, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Just because there's actually room to put tokens.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'll get the token.
Okay. I'll do the. Actually, we get the little flame sound effect. That'll do.
You got a fire beetle for.
That makes sense. All right, and then I'll cast Shocking Grasp on the thing.
Sure, go for it.
That's gonna be 7 + 6 is a 13.
13. I believe a 13 is a miss.
All right, then I am gonna stay put.
Okay. It is now Best's turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
That is a 15.
That is just a hit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing didn't happen to have metal on it, did it?
Has no metal on it, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't. Worth asking.
9,
Yeah, it's definitely, it's always worth asking.
14. 17 points of radiant damage.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
And then I will also, as a bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon and make my floating spectral fist.
Yes, fist that thing.
And then I'm going to punch it.
Okay.
And I get advantage.
You can cast that and attack with it on the same turn?
Yeah.
You create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again. When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against the creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Hell yeah.
Range is 60 feet.
Sure, yeah.
So, and I get advantage on this attack roll because of Guiding Bolt. The next attack roll has advantage. It's a 15 plus. That'll hit, and that's not better. So 22 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit.
And that will be 1d8 plus 5. 7 points of force damage.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, nice. Good turn.
And then we'll say, brother, you have a friend.
Better than the brother. Oh no.
All right. This thing's just kind of like, and it's gonna look up at Bastion, the source of this massive attack on it, and also near where the fire came from too. As far as it knows, that's all from Bast.
Yeah.
And it's gonna use a rotting gaze.
Oh.
Interesting.
You can make a Constitution saving throw, Mr. Nooch.
God.
I cannot make a Constitution saving throw.
What'd you roll?
3.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's.
So
Yep.
you are going to take
From him looking at me?
only 7 points of necrotic damage.
From him looking at me?
from him looking.
Hey
at
man,
you.
I guess looks can kill.
Yeah, it's just kind of as it looks at you, just the eye just gets like a little bit of a glow to it, and just like and you just feel this like this pain that doesn't feel right. It's not the typical pain that you're used to. Usually, you can just shrug off stuff. This is a different pain.
It's a different pain.
Yeah, and that will end its turn.
Wonderful.
Otev, it's back to you.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and light the fire again. So
Sure.
DC 14 dex save.
Okay. And that's a 15. Yeah, it's a 15.
Saves again, so then 11 would have been it, so reduced to 5.
Okay,
And I'll go ahead and attack with Shocking Grasp again.
go for it.
It's a natural 3, so result of 9.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah. I'm not really gonna move because reasons.
There's an attack of opportunity.
All right, so then we'll bring it back to you, Bastion.
Okay. Can I get down there in one turn?
Sure. You can get down there in. Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, just roll me a d20 first.
19.
Yeah, you good. You get down there. It takes 20 feet of your movement.
Okay. So that means I have 10 more feet. Can I get right underneath him? So I'm 90 degrees away from Otev.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I gotcha. Yeah. It's like right underneath him. Like he's the same
so,
space.
I'm there. My fist is on the other side of me, and my brother's over there. And I'm going to hit him with my hammer as my attack.
Sure.
15 plus 6, 21.
That's a hit.
Yes.
5 bludgeoning damage, and then I'm going to punch him with my magic spectral fist.
Sure.
12 plus 7 is 19.
That's a hit.
And that will be much better. 7 plus 5 is 12 force damage.
Yeah. How would you like to do it?
Thank God.
Alright. So I kind of like slide down there, and I will say, "Don't worry, brother. I will protect you, like I would have protected that little boy that you sent to die." And I'm going to hit him with the hammer, and as it kind of takes a step back, I'm going to punch straight through it, like in Jeepers Creepers. So there's going to be kind of like a hole right through the center of this thing.
Sure. Yeah, and it's just you see a white fist just like.
And I'll just do a quick
right
high
through
five.
Yeah. And it just. And then just you see the eyelid just kind of like widens, and it's this big bright like, and then it just slowly closes and it goes limp and it falls.
I hate it when that happens.
When it falls limp.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it closes and then goes limp like that.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, so you guys have just defeated a Nothic.
Undefeated in battle.
How you
We
guys doing?
are. I'm thinking I might need some healing.
Yeah. How do you, what's your thoughts on a quick 30-minute break? A little short rest. Maybe we can like kind of poke around under here, see if there's anything cool. And
Yeah, does it still feel like there's like a dark presence now, or like a...
No, the dark, the necrotic aura or necromantic aura.
Right.
Is that our
of
feet?
it just kind of dissipates. Yeah.
Okay. Nooch, I know you said you need to be done by 10.
Hey. You leave that to me, guys.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'd be down to take a few minutes and
Do a
rest.
short rest.
Yeah.
All right. You guys want to look around a little bit while you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Roll investigation checks, both of you.
All
Can he
right.
assist me instead?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So does that give you advantage?
It does. I
Alright,
rolled
wonderful.
2 9s, but I have a +6, so 15.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
That is still better than me, and I rolled an 11.
There you go. So you find that this Nothic was keeping its hoard in a battered wooden chest hidden in a cubby hole at the bottom of the crevasse under the north bridge. Can't be seen from the edge of the crevasse. You couldn't really see it from up top. But as you open it, you find 160 silver pieces,
Oh.
120 gold pieces,
Oh.
5 malachite gems
Ooh.
worth 15 gold pieces each.
I didn't write the gems, but I got the coins so far, Nooch.
I got everything so far. 15 GP each.
Okay.
Two potions of healings
Oh.
or healing.
Split those.
A scroll of augury. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Augury. I don't know what that is.
Augury? AUGARY.
Yes, augury. I'll send you the specs on that in a little bit.
Cast the augury.
Actually, I believe that's a spell I can learn.
Mm-hmm. You
As a
might. Yeah, it might be a level
cleric.
2 cleric spell,
I
I
think
think.
it's a level 2. Let me take a look from my handy dandy spell cards.
You can like ask questions and stuff. Like it.
Augury by casting gem and laid sticks, rolling dragon bones, laying out ornate cards, or
Yeah.
employing some other divining tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell 2 or more times before completing your next long rest, there's a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after
He
the first
explains
you
to
get
Otev.
a random reading. The DM makes this roll in secret. It is a cleric spell.
Alright. And you also find looks to be a longsword in a silver chased scabbard. You guys said you're taking a short rest there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yes.
I would definitely want to learn all about that if I could.
Yeah, so there's a +1 longsword. And if you're looking at it, you can see that it's inscribed with the name Talon. And its hilt is worked in the shape of a bird of prey with its outspread wings. And if you want to learn more about it, you could roll a history check.
I would like to do that. Huh? That's pretty good. 23.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So you could as you kind of look at it and you see those wings, you remember a story about a great knight named Aldith Tresendar. He was known as the Black Hawk. And
From Chicago.
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption.
Sir Aldith died fighting off the orcs that attacked through the hidden caverns below his manor, and Talon was lost here until the Nothic found it. So now you guys have that. And did I give you experience for the fight that you guys did beforehand?
No.
I believe we are at 1350 at present.
So,
Yes.
Give me 1 second just to make sure I have that correct. Yeah, so you could take 250 experience for that fight, and you could take each, and you can take 300 experience each for this. So 550 each. Total.
Nice.
So we're at 1900.
Yep.
Sure. And that's where we're going to end our session today.
Okay.
Sweet.
So sorry I gave you the hey, wait a second thing. I just
Yeah,
wanted
no,
you
no,
guys
no.
I wanted you guys to find the loot before we ended.
That's fair. Appreciate
Appreciate
that.
it.
Yeah. Everybody that came out, I mean, thank you so much. Josh, excellent session.
Thank you.
Sorry about the
Wonderful,
technical
Josh.
difficulties. We'll work on that this weekend.
Yeah, I'll likely have that figured out by, tonight or tomorrow. I don't really know what's going on with that, but
Yeah. Stay tuned to the things and the stuff. We
Indubitably.
always announce it on Twitter when we go live and all that stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. We'll catch you guys next time, all right?
Take it easy.
Yes.